This message is about your public eye, your publicity, your appearance, how you feel in the public, how you feel about getting attention, your place on this earth. You might be dealing with some anxiety. You might be planning on publishing a book. Um, I just want to, I'm just asking to be that mediator to share the message that's meant to be received. I just feel like you have a dark cloud. You may feel like you have a dark cloud over your shoulder. Um, like you're fighting off some negativity and it's not all in your head as much as you would like it to be. The sun in reverse is not all in your head. You already know the consequences of trying to understand where this negative energy is coming from. It's very clearly some hateful individuals around you in your environment. And this may be true no matter where you go. You may have even tried to go to a cafe and you can sense that the people dining in the cafe are focused on what you're doing and trying to interfere with your positive energy. I just feel like you have this strong spirit that is very attractive, and you may be coming from a large metropolis or a very popular city or town or state where, you know, people are on top of the world. People do have high positions. The standard of living is very high. The quality of life is very high. The minimum wage is very high. So you enter into a new area where you might have thought you were going to get some peace and quiet, but it's just more people focused on you, and even more so than before, because what you're doing is so interesting. It's so new. Let's see what this. All right, so we have this ships coming in reverse, but in a sense that you are the ships coming in. So they watch you like the Messiah, like you're gonna take them to a new place, but I feel it is they need to change for themselves, and if they haven't changed now, then they're gonna be the ones that's relocated to another area, somewhere more isolated than the place that you're starting to repopulate. Um, so I hope that this message, find whoever is meant to find. Um, you know, I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking whatever I feel is meant for me to say. I step away from this message. So I feel like whoever I'm talking to is somebody who is very bold and can carry their own. They know who they are. Therefore, my brother and dearly beloved and longed for, my joy and crown, so stand fast in the Lord, my dearly beloved. This has nothing to do with revenge. This has nothing to do with the past repeating itself or, you know, trying to get over on somebody. I feel like you're accepted with open arms by the people who have faith in you. The people who want to argue with you and fight you every step of the way are going to be seen as antagonizers, and they're going to be separated from this new world. See if we can read this here. But ye have a custom that I should release unto you one at the Passover. Will ye therefore that I release unto you the King of the Jews? She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. One more. He said unto them, but whom shall ye that I am? Peter answering said, the Christ of God. So this is about your belief, your faith system. It's just, it can only get stronger. It's not something that can change in terms of getting weaker or you being separated from God. This is who you are. This is all you can ever be. So anybody fighting you is going to receive the wrath of God. It's not your fight. Whoever I'm talking to, you can put down your weapons. We have baby Christ. We have this person about to be beheaded, and then we have this mummy here. What does this have to do with our reading? The mainly mineral based pigments symbolize the elements of the Egyptian landscape, such as earth, desert, and water. So I may be talking to an earth sign, a Taurus, a Capricorn. What else is earth? The work depicts the Old Testament story of Judith, who saved her people by entering the camp of the enemy and cutting off the head of its general. Her handmaid, whose intricately folded headcloth and shirt are works of art in themselves, looks around for possible enemies. Who's this third earth sign? Maybe I'm just talking to a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo, and then we have the Virgin Mary. The Virgin, with her head slightly bowed, fixes the viewer with a somewhat solemn gaze, while Jesus turns toward the group of small figures on the left, with a gentle smile on his face. All right, so I feel like this Virgin, this earth sign, the Virgo, is something to do with you entering, or not even entering, but yeah, possibly, or not having entered this new arena. I could also be talking to someone who is saving themselves for marriage. Let's see. Someone who was pure at heart. So speak ye, and so do, as they that shall be judged by the law of liberty. Okay, so that's saying to behave and do like the people who do so liberally. So it's almost like promiscuity. So even if you're not used to what's going on, you've never experienced what's happening, behave like an expert. That's what I'm hearing. And the man came into the house, and the ungirded and he ungirded his camels, and gave straw and provender for the camels, and the water to wash his feet, and the men's feet that were with him. And they that sent away Rebekah their sister and her nurse, and Abraham's servant and his men. When I see that washing of the feet, I'm really thinking about when Christ washed his disciples' feet, and people were in hysterics because they didn't think that he should stoop to that level. This may have something to do with you behaving like the people around you that you purposely separate yourself from. I feel like that may be a terrifying thought for some people. Wherefore, when we could no longer forbear, we thought it good to be left at Athens alone. But as touching brotherly love, ye need not that I write unto you, for ye yourselves are taught of God to love one another. All right, so I'm feeling like love your neighbors, love your enemies, touch the things that you don't want to touch, that you think are filthy and beneath you and you're too good for. I'm feeling like it's really like a calling, and please take this with a grain of salt and use your own intuition, because this is dangerous territory. This is walking through the fire. This is leaping out on faith. So if you don't have the faith, God be with you.